Under the Skin, an alien seductress preys upon lonely men in the evening hours of Scotland. Not bad. Let's check it out.
So you live alone?
Yes.
You think I'm pretty?
I like her gorgeous.
Come to me.
Cheerio, it's IAmVeryMoist, and I'm going to delight you with an interesting movie to review, Under the Skin. Under the Skin is directed by Jonathan Glazer and stars Scarlett Johansson, and that's it. Before I begin to describe and kind of review this immensely rich, beautiful film, I need to stress this as much as I can. I am recommending this. I really am, because I really enjoyed this movie. However, this movie is not for everyone. At all. Really, at all. Like, if you stopped watching it after 20 minutes, I would completely understand. However, I recommend you watch the whole thing, and even after, if you still don't like it, I understand. I completely understand. That being said, let's talk about Under the Skin. Directed by Jonathan Glazer, Under the Skin is one of the most magnificent, entrancing sci-fi flicks I have ever seen. Oh my gosh, was that something. Scary, yeah. Unnerving, yes. But beautiful and poignant and just different. Really, really different. And I love different movies. I love different movies. It is an art house film, so if you're not into these kinds of movies, like I said before, it's definitely not your type of movie. And I would understand that. It's kind of slow-paced as well. However, at no point is it uninteresting. The entire time from the very beginning shot, you are hooked in this movie. It captures you over the hour and 58 minutes that it is. It just tears away at you in a nice way. It tears away at you and brings you into the movie, much like the way Scarlett Johansson brings her prey into her clutches. And I thought that was brilliant. Scarlett Johansson had a hefty role to play in this movie, because not only was she in this more obscure film that we're not used to seeing her in, which I love. I love seeing actors do something outside of the norm. But the interesting thing about her character in this is that when she's not seducing and kind of preying upon men in the film, she's very quiet. She barely talks. There's barely any dialogue at all. However, she has to convey everything that this alien is thinking in Earth, and just the things she's seen, and realizing who she is and what it means to be a human. It's much about self-discovery that it is just more so about than preying upon men in the film. While that may seem like it's the main thing that's going for the film, it's not. There's a lot more to this. There's a lot of layers to it that I cannot even begin to try to understand. I will be thinking about this movie for so long. It's definitely a movie that film students and just connoisseurs of film will be discussing and dissecting for many years to come. It is definitely a classic. Despite being drop-dead gorgeous, and we do see a lot of Scarlett Johansson in this movie, and the fact, like I said, that she does not really say much, there are moments in the movie where she has to pepper in some improv. There are scenes in the movie when she picks up hitchhikers and is trying to seduce them so she can get them back to her lair. And most times, if not all times, as opposed to certain actors that were implanted into the car, many of the people that you'll see in the car with her were actual people from Scotland that didn't know they were in a movie. And that's incredible. That's so cool. Scarlett Johansson had to really become this character to entrance them and keep them from thinking, oh, is this like a movie? Like, are you Scarlett Johansson? Like, she had to capture them. She had to just invest them in who she was and what the situation was. And that's incredible. That's an amazing feat, especially for someone like Scarlett Johansson, who can kind of get pegged as kind of the gal, you know, like, I mean, many people didn't think she'd be good as Black Widow. However, she proved that she was incredible in that and carried her role beautifully. And in this movie, that's no exception. She is absolutely a delight to watch. The movie is very Kubrick style, Stanley Kubrick, as far as from the opening shots and just the way shots linger in metaphorical looking at imagery and just... I sound really weird talking about this and try to sound hipster and sophisticated, but if you've seen the movie, or if you're gonna see the movie, you'll quickly understand what I mean by that. The score as well in this movie is unlike anything I've ever listened to. It's haunting, it's unnerving, it's incredible, it's breathtaking even. The score is by Mika Levi, and it is just absolutely out of this world. Highly recommend you check it out. It works beautifully with the movie and helps convey the tone, which is very creepy and unnerving and beautiful. There's one scene in particular in this movie that is revolving around a beach. It's set on a beach, and it is one of the most unsettling, terrifying scenes I've seen in recent memory. And it's very simple. I think the fact that it's very simple in that sense of the scene is what makes it so terrifying, because there's not so much happening, but yet there is. It's difficult to explain, but you really have to see it, and I honestly can't shake the sounds and the sights and Scarlett Johansson's demeanor in the film. It's just absolutely terrifying, yet enticing, and yet engrossing. And that's the main grab with the film, is that despite all these creepy and just sort of you would want to push away from the film, because it's like, I don't think I want to get into this, yet it's pulling you in. And I think that works perfectly with what the movie is doing and what it's trying to do. And like I said before, there is a lot of hidden things and just meaning behind a lot of the shots and just the imagery in the film that I have not yet begun to understand, and I cannot wait to keep thinking more on it and researching more. So overall, if you're up for the challenge, I highly recommend you check out Under the Skin. It's well worth the watch. I understand if you don't find it entertaining or anything good at all, I would understand that. It's okay. However, I implore you to go check it out. It's a great watch. It's artistic, it's beautiful, it's terrifying, it's unsettling, like I've said, and it's definitely something that you should check out, because we don't get movies like this often, so you would be doing yourself a favor by checking this out. So I want to know what you guys think of Under the Skin. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What were some of your favorite moments from it? Did anything really stick out to you as far as sort of hidden meanings? Please comment below, let me know. Stay free of spoilers as always, and please leave a like, share, subscribe, and comment below for everything TVs, movie, game, and tech news and reviews. Please stay right here to get in the know.